guys, Melissa here from Mel's Try and Life Adventures. I am coming to you from Florida. Yes, I haven't done a video since getting ready for the last California Ironman when it got canceled at the start line. Yeah, well, my friends and I were in our wetsuits waiting to be dropped off for the shuttle, and a big old storm, called it a bomb cyclone in case you guys haven't heard, canceled it. It just wasn't safe for the swim or the bike. My friends and I, we did go out after it got canceled, and we ran the marathon part of it that day, and it was tough in windy conditions. It was rainy, we were soaked, I was cold, it was tough. So I know it was the right call for that race to get canceled. It just was not safe. But I was initially so disappointed. Again, I know they had to cancel it, but I was very disappointed because this race meant a lot of kind of finishing what's been a tough year personally for me. And I trained through all of it for this Ironman. And so it was just about like celebrating my accomplishments of training and making it to that finish line. It was sort of symbolic of finishing out a hard year, my training, and I didn't get to do it in California. And so Sunday, after it got canceled, even after we did the marathon, which was fun, I was very disappointed. And then Monday came, and I didn't realize Sunday that Ironman was going to open up some spots for the California participants in some races, some other Ironman races coming up. I just didn't know that was an option. And so Florida was the next race on the Ironman calendar 2 weeks later after the California one. So I made a few phone calls to see if it was possible. Airline, hotels, I got the last rental bike that was exactly like the bike I ride in Nevada. And then I got my spot on Tuesday when they opened up some spots, and I made it happen to come to Florida because I was going to finish this. I don't let things stop me from finishing a goal. And honestly, the way all this lined up was God lined up a lot of this, the way it all happened. Just getting the last bike, getting a spot in limited spots, got a hotel. I shared it with another participant, so that didn't cost me that much money. My flight was free with the Southwest points. It just all lined up great. And then the last thing was one of my best friends lives in Florida, and so he got to come up and be my race support at the finish, and it was amazing. So I have a full race report in my blog, tasteofstrong.com. So I'm going to share that picture so you can remember the website after this with my other race pictures. I just want to do a little bit of talking about some of the big lessons I learned from this Florida, coming off the canceled California race. Like I said, I thought California was the race I was supposed to do, and I was disappointed. I didn't understand why God would send this storm on the one day that I was supposed to go finish my goal. And I was super disappointed. And then he made this happen. And so that's the first lesson, is that God has plans for us way bigger and better than we can imagine. So if something's disappointing or you feel let down, why would he do that? Just be patient. It's a hard lesson, but he usually has something better planned, and when something bad happens, he can make some good come out of it. So that's my first lesson. Just this whole race, I got to swim in the ocean. My friend got to be there. It was sunny, it was beautiful, I felt good, and it was just way beyond what I could have imagined for my first Ironman. And then the next lesson is, sometimes we're so limited in our thinking of what we're able to do, not just for races, but in life. That's why I like these endurance events, because the lessons carry over to life. And so a big one for me is just your body and your mind mentally are so much stronger than we give them credit for. We limit ourselves, think, oh, I could never do that. And that's your first mistake, is saying I can't do something. One of the biggest things that I'm proud of in this is the swim. I guess there were some rip currents going on that day, which I wasn't really aware of. I felt great on the swim, but part of the reason I felt it was a little slower, it was about 20 minutes slower, which I didn't realize later was because of the currents I was fighting, but I felt good. And part of the reason I felt good is because I worked hard to make myself a strong swimmer. And you guys, I used to tell myself, my friend Casey will remember this, I used to say, I can't swim. I would literally say, I can't swim. And then one day she was like, just pushed me to do it, and I finally did it. And you guys, I made myself strong enough to swim Alcatraz a year ago, which gave me confidence for this ocean swim. And then for this swim, I felt good, and I put in the work, and I stopped limiting my belief and telling myself that I couldn't do something. So I'm proud of that. The bike ride went pretty smoothly because I fueled throughout a lot. I learned that out the hard way. The run was tough. My legs were tired. My heart rate was getting really high early in the marathon. So I had to do a walk run. I was trying to do more running than walking, but I had to keep my heart rate down low. That was the biggest thing at the end. And my body was tired, but that's the lesson, is you are capable of a lot more than you think you are. Like I said, this year and a half, I had a lot of obstacles thrown in my way, and sometimes I did say I wanted to quit this goal. I literally told my friends, I'm not doing this Ironman. But I was limiting my belief, just like when I was telling myself I couldn't swim, and I started to be hard on myself during the run when it got hard. But if you can just stop telling yourself you can't do something and do it, you can do it. You put in the work, you pray to God for strength, you can do it. So I want you to remember those two things. God will give you more than you ask for. Sometimes it's a disappointment. It'll be bigger and better than you ever thought possible. And then the next one is, you're capable of a lot more than you think you are. And this is not about comparing. Sometimes you just need to get out there, do a 5K, a 10K. It's not about comparing yourself to me. I worked really hard to be able to get to a point where I can do an Ironman. So it's not about comparing. It's about pushing yourself past what you tell yourself you can and cannot do. If you tell yourself you can't do it, you won't be able to do it. So when you catch yourself saying you can't do something, oh, I can't do that, just stop. Pray to God for strength, and then start doing the work, and you can do anything. You can do anything you put your mind to. So I want you guys to remember that. You're stronger than you think you are, physically, mentally, in life, and for races, whatever goal it is. And God will give you a lot more than you initially wished for or prayed for, okay? So please remember that, because this was just a big goal for me, and I'm super, super proud and super thankful for this chance to be here in this beautiful place to do this. So I hope you enjoy some of my videos, or I don't have videos, pictures from the race, and just, I'm super proud, you guys. So go make the most of life. Get out and live it, okay? Go live life, no fear.